On February 28, 2026, the world changed. The United States and Israel launched nearly 900 strikes on Iran in 12 hours. Military bases, missile sites, nuclear facilities. It was one of the most devastating opening attacks in modern history. But Iran did not answer with missiles.
We'll hurt them bad.
It answered by closing 21 miles of water. In the weeks that followed, oil shot past $126 a barrel. Iraq shut down oil fields because there was nowhere for the crude to go. Qatar declared force majeure, which means they could no longer fulfill their contracts because the world had changed. Pakistan closed schools to save electricity. The International Energy Agency released the largest emergency oil reserve in its history. It bought 4 days. Every one of those tankers was full. The oil inside them was worth billions, and none of it was moving. Because one country understood something the rest of the world had spent decades pretending was not a problem. You do not need to win a war to paralyze the global economy. You just need to close the right door. That door is the Strait of Hormuz. It sits between Iran to the north and Oman to the south. At its narrowest point, it is only 21 miles wide. But through that narrow strip of water passes around 20 million barrels of oil every single day. That is about 1/5 of the oil the world consumes. And here is the problem. There is no real backup plan. Yes, pipelines exist that avoid the strait, but they can only carry a fraction of what normally moves through Hormuz. Back in 1507, a Portuguese explorer named Afonso de Albuquerque saw something most people missed. He realized you did not have to conquer an entire region to control its wealth. You just had to control the exit. So he sailed to Hormuz and took it. Control the door, control the trade. The global oil reserve was built for moments like this, but even that only buys time. Days, not weeks. On one side of the world, the most powerful navy in history sits 30 minutes from the problem. Engines running, weapons ready, still unable to fully fix it. On the other side, governments with no territory in the Gulf watch their reserves drain and wait for someone else to blink. But here is the problem. The countries with the most leverage over the strait are not always the countries that depend on it the most. And the countries that depend on it most do not control the water. They have no territory there, no claim to the passage. No easy way to change the geography. The tankers move again. They always do. But the geography never changes.